Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from whatever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So it is now clear that Gachagua and Mudavadi are angling to succeed RUTO at the expiry of his second term, if indeed RUTO makes it to the second term. You know, and we've said in this analysis here, in this channel, for quite some time, that Deputy President Mr. Gachagua has been very vocal campaigning against the discussions of issues between RUTO and Raila Odinga. He had continuously laid it bare that the talks were a waste of time. There are several factors that are making Rigathi Gachagua to react in that manner. That is what I believe. And one of them is the fear of being irrelevant in the government, just like it happened when Uhuru Kenyatta struck a deal with Raila Odinga. There is also the issue of succession of Mr. William Ruto, whereby when you see Gachagua anakasirika sana katika mikutano, when you see him constantly fighting Raila Amolo Odinga, there is a reason why that is happening. He is seeing Raila Amolo Odinga as the reason why he is not going to secure his ambition. And what is his ambition? Succeeding William Ruto. One of the items in the bipartisan talks is the Prime Cabinet Secretary creation and the office of the official opposition leader also in the government that is fully funded by the government. I want to be honest with you right now. These two people don't know that they need Raila Amolo Odinga more than Raila Amolo Odinga needs them. In fact, the person of Gachagua or the person of Mudavadi should think wisely. And Amon Manyora told him that if you want to be the president of this republic, lazima utoke Kenya kwanza. So the question I want to ask myself, ladies and gentlemen, do you believe that Ruto will hand over power to Mudavadi? If you ask me that question, I'll tell you no. I remember last year in it was around there, I think June there. Soon after, Gachagua had been given that mandate of being the running mate. So there was this issue between Gachagua and Kindiki. And Kindiki wrote a letter saying that he had withdrawn himself from active politics. That was as a result of the fact that Gachagua alipewa hii mandate ya running mate instead of him. So that time, Ruto had to think of a way of containing this pressure and bringing back the people of Tharaka Nithi into the basket of Kenya Kwanza. So I remember that time, the people within Tharaka Nithi and actually Tharaka Nithi, Embu, Meru, those areas, they were saying that watu wa Mount Kenya hii side nyingine kwa kina Nyeri and the like wamekuwa wakiwatumia to climb their ladders. So wao wamekuwa wakitumiwa, lakini the other cukes na wanapata benefit kwa serikali. So as a result, Kindiki had to withdraw from active politics. He wrote a letter there. I remember if you've been following the politics of Kenya since last year, you must have seen that narrative. So Ruto went to Tharaka Nithi and had a meeting with the leaders there and told them that, why do you want Kindiki to become a local leader? Give us Kindiki so that we can make him a national leader. And that explains why Kindiki is the most powerful CS in Ruto's government. Powerful than even Owalo. And that explains why when Owalo talked about that issue of WorldCoin, saying that Kenyans are free, it's their own volition to either subscribe to it or not to. He said that it's just like Uber. And that exercise was allowed. Kindiki went again and said that exercise should be stopped. And mind you, WorldCoin was falling under ICT. You know, it fell under ICT docket. So that already indicated that Kindiki is very powerful. So back to whether William Ruto will hand over to Mudavadi or not. I think William Ruto will not hand over to Mudavadi and will not hand over to Gachagua. These two people will be losers in this arrangement. I remember William Ruto mentioned Ndindi Nyoro and Kindiki, that those are the people who will take over. If you remember that narrative well, he said that those are the people who will take over once they are done with their 10 years. That's what he said. Yeah, na Gachagua 10 years, alafu Ndindi Nyoro na Kindiki, 10 years. Watasukuma mbele mbele waendelee. That meant to me, according to me, that he was going to pass this mantle to Kindiki and Ndindi Nyoro. And that explains why Ndindi Nyoro was not given a position, but he's very contented. He's very okay. He's not a majority leader. He was not given a CS appointment, but he is very okay. He looks very okay. More than even some of those CSs. Because some of those cabinet secretaries were only given ropes to hang their political ambitions. They are hanging themselves. They are hanging their political ambitions. Being a CS reduces you from being political. You can't be a politician. You cannot keep on campaigning. But being a member of parliament, you get more value because you get to interact with your people, and you still get to organize your network well. That chance of being re-elected, you deliver as an MP. But as a CS, you have national duties that you are bound to serve the people of Kenya, not your constituent. So I am saying in this, without fear of contradiction, that Mudavadi will lose. In fact, Mudavadi will not be handed over this presidency. But right now, Gachagua and Mudavadi are embroiled in a behind-the-scene power battle. And if the Prime Cabinet Secretary is entrenched in the Constitution, then this wrangle between the two factions will now be visible. The only stumble block is Mudavadi, according to Gachagua. The only stumble block for Mudavadi is Gachagua. That is according to Mudavadi. But neither of these two gentlemen will succeed William Ruto, if at all William Ruto becomes re-elected, because we know right now it's not going to be business as usual. The hustlers narrative, Kenyans will not buy it anymore. You cannot tell Kenyans that hii serikali ni yenu anymore. So they have to come up with a new narrative. And I realized that Raila Amolo Odinga amepunguza ile makali, because he has now managed to expose this regime na ikaonekana kwamba he cannot deliver. So right now, it's quite easy for Raila Amolo Odinga to challenge these people in 2027. But that is just something, a discussion for another day. So ladies and gentlemen, do you think Mudavadi and Gachagua stand a chance to be the presidents? Or they stand a chance to inherit the presidency from William Ruto? You know, there are ways whereby now Gachagua can become a president. Of course, we know about those ways. Some of them is if a president, akiaga, becomes bankrupt, amekuwa wandawazimu, mgonjwa to an extent he can't deliver, Gachagua can take over. So the succession ambao Gachagua might enjoy ni hiyo succession. But Mudavadi cannot. Mudavadi mpaka apitie election. So it's very easy for Gachagua to become a president now, when William Ruto is the president, than to become a president wakati William Ruto ashamaliza term yake. That is how I see it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how you see it, but that was how I see it. But for Mudavadi's case, Mudavadi lazima aende kwa kura. But if you look at the way people are approaching Mudavadi's rallies, itakuwa kazi ngumu for Mudavadi to become a president. He cannot pull masses. He can't. He cannot. Neither of these two people can pull masses. In fact, Kalonzo Musyoka stands a better chance than these people. Kalonzo Musyoka can become a president, but these people, ni ngumu. In fact, Joe can convince many people than even these two. No, that's what I see. That is, if at all the statistics you see are anything to go by. So, ladies and gentlemen, kindly go below the comment section and tell us what you think about this narrative. Do you think these two gentlemen stand a chance? Tell us below the comment section. But once again, I'd like to urge any visitor who has not subscribed to this channel to please consider subscribing to YOLENO TV. Give this video a like and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And to those people who have supported this channel, I am forever grateful for you being our subscriber. Without your subscription, this channel cannot grow. So, until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.